Man, Gene Deal.
That's my frat brother. Watch your mouth.
I'm so tired of that Negro, man.
Why, man?
I mean, enough attention is enough, Gene Deal. Like, I mean, at this point, he's pretty much making himself an accomplice to whatever the fuck happened.
I don't. Okay.
Gene act like he was standing right outside the door on these situations. Like, I mean, how many interviews and shit can he do, man? Enough is enough. Is he? I mean, is somebody paying him? Is he not getting enough money? Does he need some work? Like, what is the deal with him, yo?
I've listened to a lot of Gene Deal interviews, man. You know, he's always on the Dialogue podcast, whatever. But I'm not a lawyer, and you may know better than I do. I don't. All he does, he said, because I know he stopped working for Diddy, because that's the thing I figured out. He stopped when he stopped working for Diddy. But he's never in an interview I've seen like put himself in any like incriminate himself in any type of thing. He say,
I think he does. I think he does. I mean, to the point where he's like, well, I mean, I was outside the room and Kim and Diddy went in the room and she came out, and I was black.
oh, okay, well,
Diddy,
okay,
like, I mean, he's saying
yeah,
shit like that. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I went in the room, Diddy and two men went in the room, they closed the door,
That
they
was Ja Rule.
came back out, and
That was Ja
then,
Rule.
Diddy was, I mean, and I'm not saying the stories are not true, but God, I mean, enough is enough. Write a book or something, Negro. Like, I think it's too much.
I agree
I
with
think
you on.
I think it's too much. I think it's too much piling on Diddy. Like, I understand everybody wants to get paid. Once you get a well down, everybody wants to come take a bite out of the well. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm,
saying?
mm-hmm.
Everybody's hungry. I saw today the girl from making the band, Sarah. They had something that said "story coming soon."
Oh,
Like,
really?
I think now it's going to turn into every woman he had sex with is going to have some kind of monstrous story on why they should get $1 million or 750,000 or hell even 25,000. Anything is a little lick. You know what I mean?
I do.
What he's authorized his civil lawyers to settle. But
Right.
I mean, my God, this thing is just going. It's just getting blown out of proportion. And I think people like Gene Deal, like, my God, bro, like, come on, man. Like, talk about something else. Or
Well,
did you guard anybody else? Was Diddy the only nigga you guarded your whole life?
well, let me play devil's advocate a little bit because I've seen a lot of Gene Deal video. I mean, interviews, whatever.
I'm tired of that dude.
I'm with you on thing, but you know what it comes down to a lot of times, and it's all is the exact equivalent to how people treat Dame Dash. If you ever interview, people always bring you're like, oh, yeah, I was talking about Jay-Z, whatever. But it's always the point where the interviewer brings Jay-Z up, and then Dame be like, oh man, okay, we'll go there if you know what I'm saying. I think that's what it kind of boils down
I
to,
think
right? Like,
based on a lot of this Diddy stuff, I think at the end of the day, and this is a crazy take, right?
mm-hmm.
But I think at the end of the day, I'm not even gonna say the take, but what I'll say is I'll say that this should have showed everybody that you can go from sugar to shit in 1 minute,
Always.
right? Like in 1 minute, like you one bad decision away from everything being gone.